should not accept someone treating us like this.
In a recent episode of The Kardashians, Kourtney revealed that her daughter isn't exactly a fan of Tristan Thompson.
I want her to know that how she's feeling is the right way to feel.
And the reason why and how Kourtney keeps them separated, honestly, isn't at all what you'd expect.
There's times when I'm so triggered by him, I can't be around him.
Kourtney's opinion is extremely different from pretty much everyone else in her famous family, but most viewers actually seem really impressed by her parenting approach. During one of the latest episodes of The Kardashians, Kourtney admitted that 11-year-old Penelope is uncomfortable around Tristan. She explained that even though the rest of the family has basically brushed off how he treated Khloe under the rug, she can't get over it.
Tristan has made horrible decisions and choices, with my sister.
Kourtney also confessed that she had previously spoken with her daughter about the subject. It turns out that she also doesn't like Tristan because of how he treated her aunt. So when Khloe offered to pick Penelope up so that she could hang out with her cousins, Kourtney asked her daughter a simple but incredibly meaningful question.
Tristan's with them, is that okay? Okay.
The fact that she made sure that Penelope was okay with being around Tristan may have seemed like no big deal to some people, but it was pretty amazing of her. It showed that she truly cares about and respects her daughter's boundaries and validates her feelings as well. But that's not all. Kourtney claimed that she sometimes deals with being around Tristan just because he's the father of her niece and nephew. But that doesn't mean she expects her daughter to do the same, which is extraordinary. Penelope is still young, so she might not understand all of her mom's reasons for keeping the peace with Tristan. It shows a lot of respect on Kourtney's part that she doesn't force her daughter to act like she approves of him when he's around, and Penelope isn't going to pretend to like him either, which she made crystal clear during this scene.
So this is the casita. Hi. Hi.
Hey, what's up?
It was obvious that Tristan was going to try to greet Penelope after he hugged Kourtney, but she had already turned to walk away from him in another direction and only stopped when he asked her a question. However, instead of actually answering Tristan or getting involved in a deeper conversation with him, Penelope simply said a quick hi to be polite. Then she immediately started talking to Khloe in order to avoid having to interact with Tristan any further. Ever since the episode aired, viewers have been discussing Kourtney's parenting on social media. The majority of people seem to appreciate that she honored Penelope's feelings, but she also proved that she prioritizes her daughter in a really eye-opening way. Kourtney doesn't expect Penelope to just accept Tristan or pretend to be friendly and happy around him for the sake of the show. She's showing her child that it's okay not to be accepting of a person who has treated their partner terribly, which is pretty important. If Kourtney were to force Penelope to act a certain way around Tristan, she would be showing her that others people's perception is more valuable than her own instincts. And if Penelope felt like her feelings were less important than the media or the family show, that would be unbelievably harmful. Kourtney proved what a great mom she is by showing her daughter that she should trust her feelings rather than hide them for anyone else's benefit. That's an extremely beneficial life lesson for Penelope, but compared to the rest of the family, Kourtney's decision is completely different. In an earlier episode from the season of The Kardashians, Kim hyped up Tristan as a father figure. She explained that once he saw how much she was struggling with her kids because of Kanye's absence, he stepped up and has continued to help out with her children. Some of Khloe's family members have even encouraged her to take Tristan back again, despite the fact that he fathered another woman's baby behind her back. They seem to be incredibly forgiving of what a horrible partner he was, which a lot of people think is super alarming. We all know the Kardashians tend to treat the women's baby daddies really well, even if they didn't act appropriately while they were together. I mean, Scott Disick is almost just as involved with the family as he was when he was still with Kourtney. But what is their blind acceptance of Tristan's disgusting behavior actually showing the kids? Like Kim previously said, it's true that people can change and evolve, but it hasn't even been that long since Tristan's last cheating incident, which was really only exposed because of his paternity scandal. Everyone knows that he was unfaithful to Khloe multiple times and that he put her through so much unnecessary stress and drama. But now it seems as if the family is trying to give Tristan a more positive PR boost by highlighting any of his behavior that isn't totally awful. On the one hand, it seems like a good thing that Tristan helped Kim Kim with her kids, especially since Kanye isn't around. But on the other hand, does she actually need assistance from him when she has endless resources and people that have already been hired to work as her nanny? Not to mention, Tristan isn't exactly the best role model as a father. Sure, he's a present dad in True and Tatum's lives, but after the episode where Kim talked him up as a father, his first baby mama's family revealed what he's really like as a dad to Jordan Craig's son Prince. Jordan's sister Kai shared a scolding message on Instagram and even tagged Kim and Tristan in the post. She called out Kim for being insensitive to Tristan's other sons, Prince and Theo, and claimed that Tristan only shows up for Khloe's kids. But that wasn't all. Kai also slammed him for not paying child support or Prince's school tuition, like he's been court ordered to. She explained that even though Prince is in the same city as True and Tatum, Tristan never even talks to him or sees him anymore. Kai raised an extremely good point when she questioned why Kim was defending Tristan's character. He reportedly has no intention of even meeting Theo, the son he fathered with Marley Nichols. How exactly can he be a good father if he literally ignores half of his kid? By continuing to brush Tristan's terrible behavior as a partner and a father under the rug, the Kardashians aren't doing the family's children any favors. They're showing the kids that even when a man cheats and abandons his children, it doesn't really matter. Unfortunately, that might have some seriously negative consequences. Tristan's shady actions being excused by members of the Kardashian family could very well be showing the kids that public image is more important than their own feelings. But it could also be seen as their acceptance and approval of infidelity and absent fatherhood. If any of the Kardashian kids feel similar to Kourtney and Penelope, are they actually allowed to voice their opinions? And if they do, are they truly being heard and respected? If they aren't, that will only impact them in confusing and potentially damaging ways in the future. Most parents want to teach their kids not to accept being treated in toxic, unhealthy ways, but from the outside looking in, it seems like many of the Kardashians are validating Tristan's harmful behavior by pretty much completely dismissing it. Thankfully, Kourtney is refusing to play nice just for the sake of Tristan's public image or his portrayal on the show. By caring more about Penelope's feelings than how the family is seen overall, she's making it clear that her kids are more important than anybody else. It'll be interesting to see what happens between Tristan and the rest of the Kardashians in the future. Now that Kim has been put on blast for her support of him, will she actually reconsider his role in her children's lives? We'll have to wait and see, but honestly, I wouldn't hold my breath. Kim seems to care more about PR than media perception and how the family is seen as a brand than anything else. But one thing is for sure, the fact that Kourtney continues to prioritize her children's feelings over anyone else, including the rest of her family, is absolutely incredible. But now that we've gotten into Kourtney's protection of Penelope and how she's been validating her daughter's feelings, I want to know what you guys think. What are your thoughts on Tristan continuing to be so involved and accepting by most of the Kardashians? What do you think about how Kourtney handled Penelope's feelings about Tristan compared to how Kim has been hyping him up as a father figure for her kids? Let me know in the comments below.